Good morning, everyone. Thank you. Thank you all for joining.
Good morning, sir.
Guys, so again today the news on tourism and the hotel bookings. Prinjal has written. Prinjal, would you start with the news?
Yes, sir. Just a second, sir. So, as we were talking about the hotel industry and the tourism sector, as we are seeing, there is going to be a growth in the wedding season, as there are close to 4.5 million weddings in November and December. This will increase the hotel and meeting incentive conference exhibitions. Because of the wedding season, there is a 14% rise in the platform travel platforms like EaseMyTrips, and 29% growth in wedding travel according to Trifolia. And when we speak about the hotel operators, Hilton mentioned that wedding related stays will nearly 12% of its room revenue. And when talking about the average daily rates, are up by 10 to 12% year on year, which is around 8 to 10,000 per room. And the hotel quarter three industry is going to be 10 to 12% increase in the growth. And the key markets which will be look across would be Mumbai, NCR, Bangalore, Pune, Udaipur, and Rajasthan. These rooms are expected to be occupied by 70 to 80% on occupancy. Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. So Hilton ITC Radisson, you mentioned Hilton ITC Radisson, which daily rates are up 10 to 12%.
Yes, sir.
Hilton is not listed, no? Hilton.
Hilton is not listed, sir, but there was a.
Hilton is a global company, sir, not in India.
Acha, okay. Rishabh, anything to add on?
Yes, sir. I would like to present fully, sir, if you don't mind.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, go ahead, go ahead.
Sir, this week there's a key update on hotel sector. So the industry is heading for a very strong Q3, mainly driven by wedding and MICE sector. Around 4.5 million weddings are expected in November and December, and this is giving a major push to the occupancies and room rate across hotel chain. So, firstly, players like IHCL, EIH, Chalet, and Lemon Tree are guiding for around 10 to 12% YOY revenue growth in Q3 FY26. Secondly, global hospitality chains like Hilton and Radisson's are witnessing 10 to 12% rising daily average rates. Thirdly, on travel side, EaseMyTrip is reported a 14% increase in their bookings. 𝗖𝗹𝗹 saw a 29% jump in wedding-related packages. As I mentioned in previous week about IHCL result, the management had already guided a 10 to 12% growth in Q3, driven by wedding and MICE. So the new data here also reinforces the same outlook, where occupancy is expected to reach 78 to 80%, up from 70% last year, and room rates continue to see strong growth. So overall, sector visibility looks very positive. This quarter could actually turn out to be the best performing quarter in FY26 for hotel sectors. It also reflects a clear trend of premiumization in the sector. Consumers are now willing to spend more for better experience and higher category rooms and branded stays.
Okay, okay. Good one, Rishabh. One thing. Bobby, would you like to add anything?
Yeah, so basically, I want to
Go
add
with
that.
any. You can go with any. Start with any.
Sorry. Yeah.
You can start with your news. That whatever you have.
Yeah. So basically, my news is talking about the branded luxury residence market in India is expected to grow at a CAGR of 20.1% by 2031. So basically, even hospitality companies are like Marriott is collaborating with Whiteland for Western residence in Gurugram, which would be completed by 2031. Also, ITC has a franchise agreement with Marriott International Luxury Collection. Uh, So with one hotel of 200 room being owned by ITC in Visakhapatnam, which would be completed by 2030. Also, Taj is having a partnership with major luxury residence, which is B&W Development. So it's a premium real estate developer in UAE. So the so what I want to say is that there is a trend where all the hospitality companies are trying to partner with the international players in order to bring the luxury, branded luxury in India. So and the reason is this, that the luxury clientele, what the customers, what they want is they want exclusivity, they want personalized living, and they want an association with global brands. So hence we can see this wave of branded luxuries trying to capitalize this growth in the luxury segment too. Sir, I have one update to add on this.
Mhm.
That IHCL, it's a news which was in November 4th. IHCL, EIH, and ITC Hotels are in a bidding war for JW Marriott Bangalore. So the reason behind this bidding war is because of Bangalore's booming corporate travel and a limited high-end room inventory. So, so this bidding war would eventually. So this bidding war is actually due to the surging travel demand and also due to the rising revenue per room, which was discussed right now in major metro cities. So this could lead like the hotel which wins this bidding war can get a lot from this. So yeah.
Okay. Okay.
That's it.
Okay. So, and one second. And Satiran, we want to add, Satiran, to start a news.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
This news was about inbound arrivals by foreign travelers to India. India's inbound arrivals could touch 10 million in 2025. This was likely to stay below pre-pandemic numbers. Ravi Gosain, president of Indian Association of Tour Operators, said that most of their member operators are reporting 10 to 15% higher arrivals than last year. This was driven by renewed interest from peoples in North America, Europe, Middle East, and Southeast Asia. He also said that inbound numbers could approach pre-pandemic levels, which was about 10.9 million, if not fully match them by early 2026. He added that preference among travelers for longer stays, higher per capita spending, and rising inclination toward experiential and sustainable tourism encourages forward bookings. According to the Tourism Ministry, 9.96 million foreign tourists arrived in India in 2024. This was an increase of about 4.5% growth from 9.52 million in 2023.
9.5, okay. It has reached to 9.96, approximate 10 million. So you can say that
Yes, sir.
approximate 10 million from
Yes,
from the previous 9.52 million,
Nine-
that is around 4.5% growth in the
Yes,
tourism
yes.
sector.
Yes.
So sorry, in the passenger vehicle. Okay, so guys, now I have told all this everyone to tell about this news is because uh, everything is moving around the tourism and the premium tourism. Wedding season increasing. Obviously, in my family, there are 3 weddings which are planned in November and December. Probably there is a huge wedding season in this quarter. Tourism sector is as it is increasing. The companies are talking about the corporate events as well. The MICE meetings, incentives, conference. So this things are happening in the like suddenly the market is booming. We have to look at the industries. From evening or sorry in the weekends we are doing the same thing. We are tracking the tourism sector. So hotels are specifically that we need to track. So as if you go for an interview, this points can be a story for your investment thesis, that we are not just tracking hotels, we are tracking the tourism industry. Because in the tourism industry, this all things are happening. Weddings are happening, corporate events are happening, travelers are coming to India because the data shows that total passengers have increased in India this all things can be clubbed and and used it for our investment thesis. But for that, we need to have which hotels are into specifically weddings, which hotels are specifically into corporates, where are they located. Now, Krinjal mentioned that Mumbai, Pune, Bangalore, metro city specifically, we need to have which are having the highest presence in the metro cities. Specifically, I think Delhi. Delhi has highest big fat weddings happens usually in the northern side of India. Even in the south, obviously happen in the south. West में इतना नहीं होता है. Mumbai में you don't have that big kind of wedding apart from Ambani's and Adani. Room rates are increasing. You also see that the new hotels are coming up in India. Tier 2, Tier 3 cities are also contributing to the growth. So I will say in the tourism industry, it's on the boost mode. I'll say it's on the it's growing. Looking at the industry, I say it is growing. Now we have to find which is the stock that will grow. We have to at least maintain a list of 4 to 5 stocks and go to 4 to 5 stocks and which stocks look to grow from over here. And then we come on the financials as well. Okay. There was one more news from Shubham on the tourism hotels. Anything on the
Yes,
hotels
sir. I
again?
have
Shubham?
actually I have 4 news. Two was about the hotel and tourism, and another was about the food Haldiram acquisition. Haldiram trying to capitalize on the booming food services, and another was on the upcoming the maybe upcoming growth about the segment of home grooming platforms.
So tell me about this first hotel sector. Vikas.
Hotel sector
Stocks के
actually I
prices
have
शिवम
what
स्टॉक के प्राइसेस भी तो लिख के रखो जब न्यूज लिखते हो तब निफ्टी कितना है स्टॉक प्राइस कितना है कैसे समझेगा तुमको
हाँ सर मतलब होटल्स का हाँ लिख मतलब होटल्स में कौन सा लिखना चाहिए सर मतलब अभी ये तो मतलब नॉर्मली जो है वो डेटा है तो इसमें
हाँ
मतलब कौन सी होटल्स इंक्लूड करनी चाहिए
सभी होटल होंगे ना जो अभी वही तो रिसर्च कर रहे होंगे क्या है 4-5 तो है ना मैं IHCL हो गया ITC हो गया एमेंट्री हो गया तो यू हैव टू लिंक योर वीकेंड क्लासेस विद योर वीकडे क्लासेस ये वीकेंड में
ओके
किया
सर
नंबर्स पंच वो इसलिए सब नंबर्स पंच करने सब कंपनीज के एवरेज रूम रेट
ओके
कितना है कितना था कितना हो गया है कितना बढ़ेगा अभी ये बोल रहा है 10 to 12%. लेट्स से IHCL एट इट्स पीक मतलब अगर उसका ऑलरेडी 25-30 हजार रुपया है पर रूम का तुम बोल रहे हो यहाँ से 10% इंक्रीज होगा तो वहां से नहीं होगा 10% इंक्रीज एग्जाम्पल मतलब IHCL का 30,000 है बट ITC का लेट्स से 25 पे ही है ऐसे ITC विल ग्रो मच फास्टर देन IHCL ऐसा
ओके
तो ये सब पता
सो
होना चाहिए गुड
okay coming to the hotel industry the hotel industry has continued showed a healthy growth so according to the Federation of Association in India Tourism and Hospitality the average room rent are up by 10 to 15% year on year, now ranging between 8,000 to 10,000 rupees, with occupancy levels which are steady at 70 to 80%. So, looking ahead, the average daily rates are projected to rise another by 3 to 5% in upcoming quarter 3 FY26, which is mainly supported by the strong demand from wedding and corporate event and leisure travels.
ओके हेलो
Yes, sir.
या सेकंड न्यूज़ ग्रूमिंग पे
Okay, grooming spay ना
सुबह तुमको समझना चाहिए कि तुम न्यूज़ चालू कर रहे हो सॉरी न्यूज़ चालू कर रहे हो न्यूज़ खत्म हो रही है कंक्लूजन किधर है
कंक्लूजन मतलब इसमें क्योंकि वो फिर लंबा हो जा
तू
रहा था
सम अप हाँ
सेकंड
तो
पैराग्राफ
बोलना तू सम अप तो वो तुमको बोलना है तुमको तो बोलना और लिखना अलग होता है ना यू हैव टू से
नहीं क्योंकि ये
सर
चीज
टू
के
सम
ऊपर
अप
एक्चुअली पहले भी मतलब क्रिंजल ने
सम अप
और
वी
एक
एक्सपेक्ट
और ने ये सेम ही चीज बोली थी तो मैं बोला कंक्लूजन फिर मुझे
हाँ
को सेम ही
ठीक है
कंक्लूजन था
फाइन
मेरा
ओके फाइन
ये थोड़ा
ओके फाइन
अलग है
टॉक
ग्रूमिंग
अबाउट
वाला
होम
तो
ग्रूमिंग
इस पे मैं हाँ कंक्लूजन ऐड कर सकता हूँ तो द होम ग्रूमिंग प्लेटफॉर्म्स which are basically the home grooming platforms are the applications mobile applications from which we can order online service of saloon. So in a layman language, if I explain what's firstly I explain what's homing grooming platform is. It's an online service which you can order, and the barber will come at your home and give you all the services which you get at salon. So the news basically is the home grooming platforms which are currently below 6 billion rupees has saw 24 to 24% revenue growth and 80% booking growth. It's India's beauties and wellness market, which is valued at 585 billion in 2024 and projected to grow at 9 to 10% CAGR through 2029, is increasingly shifting towards the online grooming platform from the regular traditional salon. Though it is below 1% segment, but the players like Urban Company has showed a 24% revenue increase, and Yes Madam Company has shown 80% year-on-year rise in booking respectively, mostly because of the festive season. So we can see a trend where we are seeing a trend of digitalization and consumer moving towards comfort zone where they can just use digital apps and get the services. So in future we may see this segment to rise above at the same CAGR of 9 to 10%.
So which are the players in this?
So the players are HUL is a player in this, and the Urban Company, Yes Madam. The lead player is Urban Company, and each and also L'Oreal, which is a brand of L'Oreal, which is a brand of HUL. L'Oreal, I don't remember the exact full name. L'Oreal Private Limited, because L'Oreal has a different brands. So in that, L'Oreal is also contributing to this.
ये listed players कौन है इसमें शुभम? ये क्या
The
करूँ ये
listed एक
नुस्कान?
HUL ही है, listed तो एक HUL ही है सर.
क्यों नायका भी तो है?
नायका का ऑनलाइन तो मुझे नहीं, मतलब मैंने ढूंढा तो मुझे ये एक लॉरियल मिला, बाकी नायका का मिला नहीं मुझे इसमें.
और home grooming में there is also Marico in home grooming segment. Beauty segment की बात कर रहे हैं, home grooming is
हाँ,
जब वो तुम्हारे आते हैं इंडियन ब्यूटी एंड वेलनेस मार्केट, नायका भी तो है ना ब्यूटी एंड वेलनेस का पार्ट वो.
नायका भी है, बट उसका ये वाला मतलब ये सर्विस वो प्रोवाइड करता है कि नहीं मुझे नहीं पता. मतलब
अरे तुम्हारे पास अगर होम कोई सलून वाला आया तो क्या खुद के प्रोडक्ट बना के लेके आएगा सलून के?
नहीं नहीं, मतलब हाँ उसके प्रोडक्ट्स, हाँ वो प्रोडक्ट्स होंगे उसके, यस. पर सर वो तो फिर वैसा है ना, वो तो ट्रेडिशनल सलून में भी हम जाएंगे तो वो तो डिमांड वहां पे भी है. ये फोकस ऐसा है कि ये जो डिजिटल एप्स है वो आगे चल के डोमिनेट कर सकते हैं. तो फोकस इज
नहीं,
ऑन डिजिटल.
so why are you telling me this news? What should I do with this news?
कि अभी जैसे ये सेगमेंट है वो HUL के पास है, ये सेगमेंट जो ऑनलाइन डिजिटल वाला है. सो इफ इन केस फ्यूचर में ये ग्रोथ होता है इस ये सेगमेंट का, सो HUL इज द ओनली लिस्टेड कंपनी विच प्रोवाइड्स दिस सर्विस,
Which service?
दिस ऑनलाइन सर्विस. कि आपके पास ऐप रहेगा एंड यू कैन ऑन दिस ऐप यू कैन ऑर्डर द सर्विस. लाइक आपके घर पे सलून, आप सलून जाने की जरूरत नहीं आपको. द बार्बर विल कम विद द ऑल द मटेरियल्स एंड वो
But
वहीं
this
पे.
has been done by Urban Company. Urban Company, yes, madam, are the company who does this.
वो लीड कंपनी है, दे आर द लीड इन दिस.
HUL, I'm not sure HUL does it.
HUL की एक सर सब्सिडरी है लॉरियल प्राइवेट में, आपको वो चेक करके एक बार वापस से भेजता हूँ HUL का, क्योंकि एक ही मेरा था जो लिस्टेड था जो मेरे ध्यान में आया था. मैंने भी सर्च किया था कि लिस्टेड कंपनी कौन सी है, तो वो कुछ लॉरियल का ब्रांड था प्राइवेट लिमिटेड. वो शायद फ्रेंच ब्रांड था, कॉज उसके जो अल्फाबेट्स थे उसमें फ्रेंच वर्ड्स थे. सो वो उसका एक ब्रांड है, वो था इसमें. बाकी तो कोई प्राइवेट में, मतलब सारे प्राइवेट में.
लैक्मे था, आई गेस लैक्मे था.
Uh, okay, Rahul, are you there? Anything on the team? Acha, Anurag, sorry. Anurag, you want to start? Anurag?
No,
Anurag,
I
you
have a
there?
question.
Yes.
सर इवेंचुअली इन सब न्यूज़ का हमारा पर्पस है प्राइस में क्या इफेक्ट आएगा उस पर्टिकुलर स्टॉक के, उस पर्टिकुलर इंडस्ट्री के स्टॉक्स पे क्या प्राइस में इम्पैक्ट आएगा, दैट इज आवर पर्पस,
Yes.
राइट? सो अभी हमने जितना टूरिज्म सेक्टर में होटल की न्यूज़ देखी कि बिकॉज ऑफ वेडिंग सीजन होटल्स में बुकिंग इंक्रीज होगी एवरीथिंग, उसकी वजह से कब और कितना प्राइस में कितना इम्पैक्ट आएगा और कैसे आएगा वो कैसे हम कैलकुलेट करेंगे
तुम्हारी
उस पे
सैलरी
एज अ
कितने
रिसर्च?
परसेंट तुम्हारी सैलरी
या
कितने परसेंट से और कितने अमाउंट से बढ़ने वाली बता सकते हो एग्जैक्टली?
नो, बट एज अ रिसर्च एनालिस्ट हमारा एक व्यू होना चाहिए ना कि इतना हम
प्राइस
इंक्रीज या
पे
ऐसा कुछ।
फोकस नहीं प्राइस पे फोकस नहीं होता है. वी टॉक अबाउट
ओके,
मॉडलिंग. If let's say revenue rates are increasing, तो हमको पता है forecasting. If you forecast 10 to 12%, there will be an increase in the ADR rates that we were talking about in the class. So we know
या
that because of wedding season, 10 to 12% will be an increase in the ADR rates. What will happen if the ADR rates increases, occupancy rate increases? What will happen? It will increase the
रेवेन्यू
revenue.
विल
Cost तो same ही. I said you should not focus on the cost. अगर उसको 100 रुपए रेवेन्यू करने के 60% लगता है, तो ऑब्वियसली 200 करने को भी 60% ही लगता होगा. इट इज अज्यूम.
आई एम टॉकिंग
प्रॉफिटेबिलिटी
अबाउट स्टॉक
इंक्रीज.
प्राइस।
हाउ विल यू दैट्स व्हाट हाउ विल यू परफॉर्म और स्टॉक प्राइस? तुम तुम्हारी सैलरी की बता सकते हो कल कितने बढ़ेगी? स्टॉक प्राइसिंग पे इम्पैक्ट नहीं होता है. द इम्पैक्ट इज ऑन रेवेन्यू. once the revenue increase, then the valuation comes. If the hotel is trading at 20 times EBITDA, and if the EBITDA will increase to 200 or 400, so you should multiply that. That is valuation. That's you don't focus on valuation, you just focus on the growth. This is basic research. मतलब if the company is let's say getting, अगर वो 100 रुपए कमा रहा है and he is getting 10 times EV by EBITDA, तो उसका stock enterprise value will be 1000. Now if you are saying that the profit, the EBITDA will increase to 120, so 120 into 10, so the stock price should increase by 20%. तो ये ऐसा assumption है. That comes at the end, valuation. But ये
ओके,
basic
सो
assumption होता है. ये basic assumption है.
ये वैल्यूएशन वाला पार्ट हम वीकेंड में एंड में करेंगे।
वो तो एंड में होता है. हाँ, पहले तो ये ना फोकस नहीं ना तुम EBITDA पे आई कैसे.
ओके,
That is important. That is important. That is why this news are. You don't have to focus on the price. Price will take its part. You might also read it. मतलब if I am paying for your business, I am paying 10 times. तो obviously जब तुम 100 रुपए कमा रहे हो, इसके 10 बार तुम 100 पीस कमाओगे फिर भी 10 ही दूंगा. But probably sometime it happens that if you are earning 120 in a short span of time, obviously I will pay your business 12 times to 13 times. तो वो तो ठीक है. That is not what you have to assume. You have to assume historical कि इसको कंपनी 10 times दे रहे थे तो इसका रेवेन्यू कितना बढ़ेगा. और इंडस्ट्री में what are the players are paying to a particular company to acquire. The price is never the focus. You are a business owner. You have to focus on the business.
ओके।
Okay. Okay.
तो
ऐसा
इन द
होता है.
लॉन्ग
ठीक.
टर्म लाइक हम सारी न्यूज़ कलेक्ट करते रहेंगे, उसको अपनी मॉडलिंग में उसका इम्पैक्ट ऐड करते रहेंगे एंड देन
करेक्ट.
वी विल कैलकुलेट कि
करेक्ट.
वैल्यूएशन में क्या डिफरेंस आ सकता है, मतलब
क्या
क्या
डिफरेंस आ
इंक्रीज
सकता
होगा।
है? क्या इंक्रीज होता है? यस. तो
ओके,
मेजर पर्पस
ओके,
इज फाइंडिंग ए EBITDA. EBITDA पे कैसे आते हैं? क्या पर्पस?
ओके,
क्योंकि यार
गॉट
सेल्स प्रॉफिट बढ़ेगा तो स्टॉक प्राइस तो बढ़ना ही है. It never happen कि तुम्हारा प्रॉफिट बढ़ रहा है स्टॉक प्राइस गिर रहा है. बट कितने परसेंट से? अगर अज्यूम मार्केट में अज्यूम इट विल इंक्रीज बाय 10% एंड तुम बोल रहे हो सर 7% से इंक्रीज हो, इट्स अ गुड साइन. तो नहीं, मार्केट एक्सपेक्टेशन शुड बी कम. सो देयर इज वेयर एनालिस्ट कम्स. अभी ये लोग बोल रहे हैं 10% से होगा, बट डू यू थिंक इट विल ग्रो बाय 20%? एंड ये 10% से नाउ दे हैव गिवन एन इंडस्ट्री वाइड. डू यू थिंक एग्जैक्टली कौन सी होटल का 10% से ग्रो होगा? यू शुड फोकस ऑन दैट होटल. जैसे आई गिव ना
यस,
एग्जांपल
मतलब
वेडिंग सीजन. हाँ.
यस, क्योंकि ये न्यूज़ के अकॉर्डिंगली हमने अगर कैलकुलेट कर भी लिया कि सपोज 8% बढ़ेगा बट मार्केट का एक्सपेक्टेशन उससे ज्यादा है, तो
करेक्ट.
इवेंचुअली बढ़ने के बाद भी हो सकता है स्टॉक प्राइस मूव ना करे।
मूव ना करे. करेक्ट. करेक्ट. तो इसके लिए यही होता है ना. इसके लिए वी गो ऑन टू द स्टॉक प्राइस की स्टोरी. इफ यू गो ऑन टू द स्टॉक कि तुम 8% तो इंडस्ट्री हो रहा है ना. इट माइट आल्सो हैपन दैट IHCL माइट इंक्रीज बाय 16%. डबल भी हो सकता है.
यस,
तो इंडस्ट्री वाइड 8%, तो यू हैव टू फाइंड दैट स्टॉक. ऐसा होता है. तो ये एनालिस्ट का पार्ट. नाउ वी आर जस्ट टॉकिंग अबाउट इंडस्ट्री वाइड.
ओके, ओके, गॉट इट। बट ये हर एक न्यूज़ के साथ मतलब हम साथ-साथ लिख के रख सकते हैं कि इस न्यूज़ का ये इम्पैक्ट होगा, इनको साथ-साथ कैसे अपने मॉडल में इनकॉर्पोरेट करें?
तो वही अभी हमको 2 डेटा मिला ना, ADR will increase by 10%, will increase by
Yeah.
20%. होटल इंडस्ट्रीज टू ग्रो, पैसेंजर व्हीकल्स, पैसेंजर का डेटा क्या 900 और 10 million passengers have traveled in India. 10 million passengers में how much will be the hotel bookings in that? मतलब डेटा हमको
Yes.
इनकॉर्पोरेट करना होता है। हाँ,
सो ये न्यूज़ अगर हम डेली देख रहे हैं, डेली कुछ हमें इनपुट्स मिल रहे हैं, तो डेली अपने मॉडल को अपडेट करना होता है।
हाँ, डेली स्टॉक प्राइस रोज मूवमेंट होता है ना, डेली नहीं होता है, बट वी डू इट ऑन अ मंथली बेसिस और 3 months क्वार्टरली तो करते ही है। कभी इतना बड़ा न्यूज आ गया, जैसे अभी तुम एस्टिमेट कर रहे हो, ये न्यूज आज ही आया, जैसे एग्जांपल
हम्म
GST का, तुमने तुम्हारे मॉडल में
हम्म
डाला नहीं था GST को, बट अभी GST कट हो गया, तो ऑब्वियसली यू हैव टू अपडेट योर मॉडल।
ओके
अभी तुम ऑब्वियसली सेल्स के
मेजर
लिए मेजर चेंजेस। हाँ,
ओके ओके गॉट इट थैंक्स।
अनुराग, या दृष्टि, want to speak? Yeah, Drashti?
Hello, sir. Good morning.
Good morning.
Sir, I want to talk about the FMCG market. So, it's a Chyawanprash brand. So, I will talking about the Indian traditional Ayurvedic product Chyawanprash is the making a strong comeback in the modern wellness industry. It's a as the temperature drop during the winter, the Chyawanprash sees the sales increase the 70% because of people looking for the boost immunity and the warmth. And overall market size is estimated at 1200 to 1300 crore, growing at 8 to 10% annually. And in that brand like Dabur, Zandu, Patanjali, and Himalaya, in the Dabur, it's the leader of that sector at the 60% market share. And they are trying to launch their sugar-free, jaggery-based, date-based version like 𝗠tože and Dabur also focused on the clean label, natural source, and modern technology. And in that Zandu tried to get it at an affordable price like middle income consumer. And Patanjali tried to that regional and digital first campaign and the Patanjali target the rural and urban market like its strong Swadeshi identity. And
Okay.
Himalaya
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
and Himalaya also tried to in that pharma grade health supplement. So after I can conclude that after the COVID awareness, they all over generation are trying to aware that nutrition and health, and they are also try to include that in the gummies and sachet or tablets like
Okay.
the
Okay.
And lastly, I also want to add that they are also increase the export potential in the market like UK, Middle East, Southeast Asia, where the Ayurveda awareness is rising.
Okay. So, Drashi, so what is the crux of this?
Sir, I want
So,
to
which companies should be focused?
Dabur, Patanjali, and
Dabur.
FMCG sector that provide the
Health supplements.
Chyawanprash. Yes.
Really? Yeah. Okay, fine.
Sir, I searched about the sector which we are talking, the urban company private limited. The urban company it just got listed on 17 September 2025. So it is the only listing company which I was talking about. It just got listed.
But so if your news was related to beauty products.
Yes. The beauty product, it
Yes.
was related to, I was trying to convey that the consumers have started using this service, this online service, which they are transmitting from traditional salons to this service. So in future, we may see rise in this segment.
So see, traditional salon, that's fine. We are not talking about urban because there is no other company who is listed apart from urban company. Now here, what are we talking is that since the beauty and market, see your news, now, what you have written, the beauty market is expected to grow. Correct. So why is beauty market expected to grow when urban company guys comes to your house? So obviously urban company is growing. With urban companies, who else is growing? The beauty market, because people
Yes,
are more
beauty
focused
products.
on the beauty products. That is your news. It was not about that urban company will grow. वो तो growth हो ही रहा है. But because of that, the major purpose was the focus of the entire news was on the beauty. The Indian beauty and wellness market is expected is valued at 585 billion and expected to grow by 9 to 10%. Why? Why it is expected to grow? Because urban companies grow. Okay. When urban companies grow, which products they will use?
Yeah, they
Specifically
are
HUL,
mostly
Nykaa.
using this L'Oreal and such products.
That's what. So HUL, Nykaa. There is also men grooming for Marico. So we have to find which all companies are into men grooming segment. This is three I know. I think Nykaa is not into men grooming, but it is overall into grooming.
Yes.
So that was the main purpose of this news. Okay. Okay, Yashika. This is something.
Yes, sir. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, sir. I have also news of FMCG.
You have not sent me the news.
They already signed you.
No. Tuesday, your news was on Tuesday.
Today.
What's your full name?
Yashika
Yashika
Jain.
Jain. Jain.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Go ahead.
Okay, sir. Rural consumption 8.5% continued to outpace urban demand 3% in the Q2 FY26, supported by better monsoon, healthy rabi crops prospects, and GST rate cuts. While overall rate FMCG growth stands at 5.6%. Yes, sir. The GST rate
Okay.
cuts also driven a shift from the unorganized market to organized segment in rural markets. Low unit package bundles and increased rural activation widen the growth gap between the rural and urban areas by 400 to 500 basis points. These trends are expected to continue with the wedding season underway and a strong Rabi harvested anticipated. The rural spending is set to rise further. That's it, sir.
No, see, Ashika, while telling you have to also, when you are ending your news, you should be a little soft. So that these trends are expected to continue, and the wedding season, and with the wedding season underway, we see a strong anticipated demand in the Rabi harvest. क्या फर्क था तुम्हारे और मेरे में?
Yes, sir. Okay. It's a
The voice changes. Okay. Start with a positive voice and end with a softer voice.
okay, sir.
Others
Next
should
time.
understand now it is now you're ending your news.
Okay, sir.
Okay, and the conclusion over here is that there's a good harvest. So obviously rural consumption increases, it will boost the rural economy. Now here at the end, you should talk about stock price also, which stock should impact in this.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, so FMCG specifically, I think you don't have.
Okay, sir.
FMCG should be in focus. So you know about the stocks as well.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, Anurag?
Yes, sir. Good morning, everyone. So I've written the same news which Yashika has written. I would just like to add that I would just like to mention that the FMCG sector has delivered a growth of 5.6%, led by 8.5% growth in rural markets. Now, rural markets have continued to outperform the urban markets by around 400 to 500 basis points. Supported by better rainfall, easing inflation, lower GST rates, and income guarantee schemes and income guarantee schemes. Additionally, what we are seeing is that because of the reduction in GST rates, there is a shift from unorganized segment to organized segment. So this highlights that rural markets are increasingly preferring branded and premium products, and therefore, in order to capitalize on this trend, we are seeing urban-centric FMCG companies like Britannia, Godrej Consumer Products, and Marico shifting their focus towards rural markets. So therefore, in the coming quarters, we'll see FMCG companies with higher exposure to rural India to benefit the most. And the companies that I've mentioned in my newsletter are HUL, Dabur, and Tata Consumer Products Limited.
HUL, Dabur and Tata Consumer. Okay.
And HUL, sir.
Okay. Okay, fine. I think rural is growing at a
Faster.
again faster pace, and good harvest, good monsoon should at least stabilize the cost of stabilize the raw material cost for our FMCG.
And so there was one more newsletter. There was the news article in the Mint. It was regarding the MGN REGA. So this is a employment scheme which is run by the government. And usually we see the participation in this employment. This is basically an employment scheme run by the government in rural areas to provide employment to people living in rural areas. Now, the participation in this scheme has actually dropped drastically during this Q2 after the monsoon. So the reason why it has dropped so drastically is because of increasing rural participation in the farm-related activities. And the scheme is generally run by the government to kind of support a rural income, basically. So we are seeing that farm-related activities are picking pace, and people are increasingly preferring farm-related to work in farm-related activities as opposed to getting employed in the government schemes.
Okay. Fine, I think rural is growing. So we see that tier 2, tier 3 demand coming. This is one of the reasons in the farm equipment. We can also talk about the tourism sector impacting tourism on the hotel sector, but consumption-led growth.
Okay.
Okay, guys. So anyone else?
So, Kritika, I want to present. So, I have sent you the news. Kritika Modi.
Okay.
So,
Yeah,
I want
go
to
ahead.
present about Sun Pharma. So recently, in the quarterly result, we could see that the company reported a rise in revenue of about 8.6%, and the net profit was also up by 2.6%. And mostly the growth was due to the specialty businesses and like the innovative medicines rather than due to the generic medicines. And there are 20 right now in the market there are 27 innovative medicines right now, and which led to a growth of 16% year on year. And recently the company also targeted about 6 to 8% of R&D expenses over the financial year, about which 38% is accounted for the innovative medicines. And during the quarter, the company launched 9 new products, and 6 new launches are about to happen, mostly in the diabetes sector and they're also launching a launching a cream, I think so, about related to skin cancer. So concluding it, I would say the company remains the largest pharma company in India, and its market share also grew to 8.3%. Um, and uh, um, and with margin expansion and the development of basically the innovative and the specialty sector, it has the results remain strong, and the company is showing a positive growth, and many analysts have remained bullish on the stock.
Because this news is fine, but the problem is, when we talk about pharma, so where will you use this news in your interviews? The question is, if someone asks you about Sun Pharma, what does Sun Pharma makes? The question will start from over here. There is no harm in writing this news, but see, we are doing all these things from the purpose of interview. So when you go for an interview, you should go through your newsletters. What have you done in the last 2 to 3 months? These are data points that you have punched, because now when you write this, you cannot present this in the interview. The first thing he will ask what Sun Pharma does. Then do you have any answer for that? Where is the majority of his revenue coming from?
Hmm.
You don't get the answers. It's right. There's nothing. And the newsletter which I've told you, you should not write it. No, I have told you, if you're writing an article, writing a news, and in that news you have to specifically Q2 results. Q2 results is not the news. Q2 results you have to spell what is the EBITDA margin, what was the EBITDA, why it increased, why it declined, what happened to the gross margins. We don't write in crores, we write in billions, millions. Why don't you follow the instructions? So the problem is that if you have spent so much of time writing this, but will be of no use. I have mentioned not to write newsletters like that. If it's a result update, you have to have an Excel file for that. Then you make a result update.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, Rishabh?
सर आज एक्चुअली लेंसकार्ट का आईपीओ लिस्ट हुआ था. आई हैव सीन दैट बीएससी में एंड एनएससी में अलग अलग प्राइस पे लिस्ट हुआ. देयर इज अ डिफरेंस ऑफ 1%. ऐसा क्यों होता है सर?
वो डिमांड सप्लाई की वजह से इट विल नॉर्मलाइज. सडनली होता है इतने टाइम से. कभी कभी एनएससी और बीएससी पे देयर इज अ डिफरेंस.
ओके.
इट विल नॉर्मलाइज इन फ्यू मिनट्स. अमीर कितने पे लिस्ट हुआ बाय द वे?
395. 3% डिस्काउंट पे लिस्ट हुआ. अभी प्रॉफिट है 1.8% पे.
अच्छा, ओके.
सर
वैसे टिकर क्या है उसका?
लेंस
क्या
का
सर?
टी है. लेंस का टी है इसका टिकर.
हाँ सर.
हेलो
हाँ अमीर.
सर, मैंने hyundai पे एक आर्टिकल पढ़ा. तो सर उसमें था कि इंडिया ब्रांच को थोड़ा ऑटोनॉमी देंगे और उनके सीईओ को थोड़ा सा फ्री हैंड मिलेगा और इंडिया फोकस्ड सब करेंगे. तो ये तो थोड़ा मीन्स क्वालिटेटिव टाइप आर्टिकल था, तो उसमें कोई नंबर्स वगैरह थे नहीं उतना. पर पढ़ के इतना समझ में आ रहा था कि अब जो है थोड़ा ऑटोनॉमी मिलेगा इंडिया की स्पेसिफिक ब्रांच को जो hyundai की है. अब साउथ कोरिया से पूरा ऑपरेशन नहीं होगा, अब इंडिया से मेजर डिसीजंस लिए जाएंगे. तो सर ऐसी न्यूज़ को पढ़ना या फिर जस्ट जो जिसमें
अपडेट है,
नंबर्स
ठीक
हैं
है.
उसको जाने देना है?
See, if you are reading it, it's fine. No, but don't write it because it's a story.
राइट
So you
राइट.
can, when let's say after 2 months you say, sir, if you see Honda pricing, Honda's sales are increasing, then you can link this news. Ki, sir, that time, Honda was given a free hand that has led to increase in sales. The view.
तो अपने लिए नोट करके रखना है सिर्फ.
Yes, yes.
ओके.
Okay, guys. Anyone else? Yeah.
हेलो सर.
Yes.
हेलो.
हाँ.
हाँ सर,
Yes, Shantanu?
मैंने आपको वो फाइनेंशियल मॉडलिंग भेजा था एचयूएल का. उसमें सर जो वैक है, वैक में मेरा जो इंटरेस्ट रेट है वो मतलब 20% आ रहा है. तो वो कैसे करूँ मैं,
नहीं,
मतलब
तो in
सॉल्व?
20% you have to take it historical, ना. 20% एक साल का. It might be of 1 year. To take it an average.
ओके.
And
तो
HUL
मतलब
में why
ज्यादा.
you have an interest? HUL is a debt-free company. So HUL में long-term debt, short-term debt है. There is no long-term debt in HUL.
ओके.
So avoid interest schedule avoid in HUL.
ओके.
Don't take in HUL.
तो मतलब ज्यादा आया तो उसका एवरेज लेना है क्या?
जो normalize है उसी का average लेना. You have to take an average of the one who are normalized rate because 20%, 30% it's not that in India. It is because the short-term loans, na. Short-term loans keeps on fluctuating. इसके लिए you get that big amount. Yeah, Pranjal?
Sir, I had sent you HUL file. I had some doubts in that, so that
Yeah, go ahead.
I was linking from the Saturday's class, as you said, we have to check that step, sir. But I'm not able to, I'm not getting the second check right, sir, when I'm doing that.
Just a minute. A minute. Sorry. Which tab?
Hello, sorry, sir. The second step, sir, which it was mentioned that we'll get difference of dividends.
Please your check.
सर नीचे है एकदम list में.
नीचे क्यों कर रहे हो? ऊपर ही करना है, समझेगा. रियल हेडिंग कहाँ पे है ये नंबर्स? Is your first step. Equity, you link your other equity. Link your other equity. EQ 49 है. EQ 50 है. ऐसा क्यों अलग अलग है?
कोई पता नहीं
सॉरी
सर.
50 49 सर ये 49 सर. Opening 19,872. तो आ रहा है 19,872 the difference.
और बाद में सर अब ये लिंक करने के बाद सेकेंड वाला स्टेप करने के बाद वो डिफरेंस 4,000 में चला जाता है जो कैश फ्लो एडजस्टमेंट रहता है ना.
ये तुम्हारा प्रॉफिट बिफोर टैक्स ये क्यों है? बोला था ना प्रॉफिट आफ्टर टैक्स लेना. Why it is 15,092?
प्रॉफिट आफ्टर टैक्स ही लेना है. ओके
वही डिफरेंस होगा. तो नहीं करते ये सब पे ही रखते हैं
सर. हाँ
जो क्या नहीं ऐसे वो इट इज नॉट अ पार्ट है. ये तुमने ऐसा क्यों किया? अगर कोई अंदर किसी का पार्ट थोड़ी है वो. Should be like that. यहाँ पे ना यहाँ से ही पढ़ते हो तुम.
Yes.
सब हेडिंग्स है ना, सब टॉप हेडिंग्स है. कोई मिस्टेक. प्रॉफिट बिफोर टैक्स क्यों लिया तुमने? उधर लिखा है इसके थोड़ी. यू हैव टू यूज योर ओन ब्रेन ना टू अंडरस्टैंड दैट व्हाट आर यू एक्चुअली डूइंग. And if you are taking profit before tax, you should minus taxes from over here. वो भी तो cash out. That is also a cash outflow, right? Right? If you are taking profit after tax, no need of doing this.
Okay. Okay, sir.
Okay, guys. Have a nice day. I have to leave. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. See you tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Have a nice day. Bye.